Hello everyone. In today's video, we'll be learning how to create an investment website broker. Okay. For the video series, this is a table of context. We'll start with registration, where how users can register to our broker. Then how users can log into their already created account, how they can reset their password in case they forget or lost their password. Then user profile, the dashboard where users can see their investment balance or activities in their account. Then deposit page, how users can add funds to their account. Buy plan, how users can buy plan and start investing in our investment broker. Withdraw, how they can withdraw money from our investment broker. Transaction history contains all transaction history of the broker website, including deposit history, buy plan history, and withdrawal history. We'll be also adding the live chat in our broker project so our users can interact with us easily. So this is the table of contents. So let's dive right into the video. So as you can see, I've already created a project. I named the project broker. So right. I'll be using this template for this video. This is a nice investment website dashboard template. I will put the link to this to get the template in the description box below. You can click the link and get the template and follow up with the video. All right then. With that said, let's go into the video. All right. Now this is the login and registration for our website. This is the code to the register page, go to the login page. So we'll be starting with the registration page. So right here is our login code. Okay. I have also created a folder controller. This folder contains all PHP scripts, all PHP programming for the project. As you can see here, I've also created the server.php inside the controller folder. This server.php, this is where we write our PHP code for registration, login, and every other important PHP codes for the project. We write it inside server.php. Okay. But right now we need to create database for our project. So let's create the database for our project. So localhost /php my admin. So I would create a new database and name it. I'll name it broker. Create. Inside our broker database, I'll create a new table. I'll name it users. For now, let's add just 5 rows. We might add other rows later on in the video, but for now, what we need is 5 rows. Okay, in these 5 rows, we would have first the ID, value 11. Yeah, we'll set it so auto increment right here. Okay. Yeah, full name. This will save the full name of every user in our broker website. Length 100. Email, we save all email address of every user in the broker. We'll also set the length to 100. Type as varchar. Would have password to save user password. I would also set here to varchar. I think I would leave here 50. Then date created, the date the account was created. It's very necessary we store this date. I think I will be using varchar. You can use the date time data type, whichever data type you like to use, but I'll be using the varchar. So let's save this. All right then. Now we have to connect our project to our database, and for that we have to create a new file inside the broker project, and we'll name this file dbcon, which is database connection dbcon.php, dbcon.php inside the broker project in our root folder. You can create your database connection wherever you want inside your project, provided you know how to link it. Okay, let's create the opening PHP tag now. Be creating a variable to hold our host name, and our host name is localhost. Then username, we'll be using default username, which is root. Password here will be empty since the root has no password. So db name, which is database name. If you remember correctly, the database we created, the name of database is broker. All right, broker. So let's write our database connection. Now I'll be storing our database connection inside the db variable. So db is equals to mysqli connect. So let's say host, username, which is root, then the password and database name. All right. All right. That is that for database connection. Now we have successfully connected our database to our project. Let's dive right into registration proper. Okay, this is the code for the registration page. As you can see here, we have full name. Let me preview this page so you see properly. So I'll say / localhost / broker / register dot.php. All right, this is it. This is the registration page. So in the registration page, we'll be collecting full name, email, user email address, and user password. These are the data we'll be collecting from each user that would like to register to our broker platform. Okay, as you can see it here, full name, email, and password. Then this is the button. Okay, as you can see here, we've set our method to post. All right, then I'll be connecting this page to my saver saver.php. So for that, I think I'll put the code right here on top. So I'll be using include. So I would say controller first, because saver.php is inside the controller folder. As you can see here, it's inside the controller folder. So I'll say server.php. So I have successfully connected my saver page to my registration page, so I can write my registration code. So I have to come here, I have to see if my type is correctly set to submit. Then I have to give this body tag a name. So I think I would name it register. Let's say register btn. Okay, let's remember the name for future reference. Register btn. So let's dive right into the code. So we'll start by opening the PHP opening tag, and we have to connect this saver.php page to our database connection. So for that, we'll say include. You can use include or you can use require. I'm sure you already know the difference between the include and the require. So say include db connect .php. All right, so we have connected the database to our server.php. So now let's check if this button is clicked. To check if this button is clicked, we'll say if is set, if is set post register btn. Okay. All right, which means if the button is clicked, execute the code here if the button is clicked. So all right, so what we'll do now is every data the user would enter inside our input, we would have to save them in a variable. All right, you have to save them in a variable. So I would say variable full name is equals to my SQLi real escape string, then database variable db, and post full name. All right, let's duplicate this. So here email, and here email, and last but not the least, password. All right, password. We'll also create a variable to store the current date the account was created. So we'll say date is equals to date. We're using a date function to get the date. So date, we say, let's say day, month, and year. Space, then for time we'll say h, minute, let's save the date. Okay, no need to we will not be saving time, we'll just save only the date. All we need is just the date, we don't need the time. So this is so we've saved the current date the user created his account inside the date folder. So right now we have to check if the full name, if the user enters, if any of this input is empty, if the full name is empty, if the user correctly entered his full name, email address, and password, we have to make sure none of these fields, none of this input is empty. So for that, we'd say if empty, full name, execute the code below. So for this, I think I'll come up here, I'll create an error variable. I'll make it an array. Yes, this array will be empty. Sorry. All right, an empty array. Limit errors. Now we are going to store every single error in this code, in this registration code inside this error variable. We're storing every error. And now for us to put data inside an array, we use the array push. We use what we call array push. Right here is the name of the variable we would like to put the data. Errors. The name of the variable is errors, as you can see here, errors. Then the data you would like to put. So I will say if empty, which is if full name is empty. So we'll say please enter your full name. close this. Okay, let's do this for email and password. So if email is empty, say please enter your email address. Your email address. Then for password we say please enter is secured password. All right. Now we've checked if full name is empty, if email is empty, and if password is empty. So what next? We say if none of these variables are empty, that is to say if none of these inputs are empty, what we'll do next is we would have to save the data into the database. So for that we'll say if count errors is greater is equal to 0, which is if this variable is, if there is no data, if none of this is empty, if full name is not empty, if email is not empty, and if password is not empty, execute the code below. So if count errors is equal to 0, execute the code below. So what's the code below? Saving the data in the database. So for us to save data in the database, I think I will use a query or create query folder, and I'll say query is equal to my SQLi insert. No, let's say insert into users, which is the database table. You say full name, comma, email, comma, password, comma, and date created, just like it is here. Full name, email, password, and dates created. All right. Close this. No, don't close this yet. Then we have to add values. For values, will come right down. We say values. Very sorry. I'll say full name, which is there. What the data we've saved inside the full name variable, comma, email, then password and date. Most programmers would like to have their password encrypted in MD5 format, so you can do that. And for you to do that, you just come here, you say password is equals to MD5 password. Doing this, you are encrypting the password in the MD5 format, so which is nobody would see or know this password, not even you yourself. You won't know this password. But I think for this project, no need for that. Just you can save this for later, but I think I will just all right. Okay, I think I'm done with the query. So let's save the query. So what we'll say here now is if my SQLi query db, comma, and query, which is this query we've written here, we'll put it here, which is we'll save this query now in this query variable. So we'll put the variable right here, query Okay, do this, perform these tasks. So what we'll do here is we'll say would um would create a a section, and in the section would write a success message. Your account has been created successfully. So for that we have to come up here and open section. So we say section start. All right, so we've opened section. So here we can add a section. We say section success. Section success is equals to your account has been created successfully. All right, then okay, that's it. If not, that's if the data is not if the data did not insert to database, what will happen? Which is s array push errors comma my SQLi error, which is tell us the error. What happened? Why did the data not insert to database? So MySQLi error, then database connection DB. So this will tell us the problem. Why the data did not insert into the database. So with this is all for the registration. All right. So we've connected this server page to a register.php page right here. Okay, this is the connection. This is how we connected it. This is how we connected it. Okay. Now, displaying error. How do we display errors? All the errors we've put inside this array. All the errors we've put inside this errors variable. How do we display it for the users to see? So what we'll do is, what you can do now is you come down, you come here. Let's display the error here. So we'll open the PHP tag. We'll say open and close. Okay. If let's say if not empty errors, do this. Now that if errors is not empty, that's if there's an error in the page in the registration, this is what we have to execute the code below. So we'll say for each errors as error, that separates each error and put them inside the error variable. Create a new variable error, then put each error inside each data from errors array, put it inside the error variable. So for each errors as error, then we have to echo error right here, like so. All right, so this would display all the error from the project. So let's preview this and try it. Okay. Let's see. Let's name all inputs here. We'll say full name is equal to full name. Then for email, we'll say name is equals to email. Here we say name is equals to password. So let's try this again. All right. Let's see full name Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson. Image, let's say image is Chris Johnson at gmail.com. Password. All right. Okay, the data successfully insert into database, but what we have forgotten to do is display the success message. So for us to display the success message, we'll come. Okay, let's do it right here. We say also say if session, if session success. Okay, let's say if insert session, perform the code below. So echo session success. All right. If you set session. All right. Let's try this again. Let's go to another account. Let's see Mick James. Email, let's see, email is mail. Mick James at gmail.com. Password is what? Okay. As you can see it here, your account has been created successfully. And let's make this a little more attractive. For us to make this a little more attractive, let's use Bootstrap alert to make this a little more attractive. So let's close this here, close PHP tag, open the PHP tag here. Here we'll open a div class is equals to alert, and alert type is success. Okay, close here. Very sorry. Here would open PHP tag. I'm going to close it right here. So okay, nice, more attractive. Your account has been created successfully. So let's move over to this is all for our first episode. We are done with register.php. As you can see right here, all data inserted successfully into our database. So our next episode will be for the sign-in, login.php. So our next episode will be creating login.php. I'll show you how to log in your user into your Broker project. Thank you.